Imagine being the US president flying into a NATO summit in Turkey, and while intelligence agencies are continuously warning that an enemy could be planning an assassination attempt. That is the chilling security alert reportedly issued by Israel to the United States over Donald Trump. Now, according to a Reuters report citing current and former US officials, Israel warned Washington about several alleged Iranian plots targeting Donald Trump. The threats reportedly included some of the most direct assassination scenarios imaginable: a sniper attack, a knife attack, and even a shoulder-launched missile targeting the president's aircraft, Air Force One. But here is where the story gets complicated. US intelligence agencies could not independently verify the specific threats. The most detailed warning reportedly came ahead of Donald Trump's trip to Turkey for the NATO summit in July. Allegedly warned that Iran could try to target Donald Trump while he was traveling on board the Air Force One, potentially using the shoulder-launched missile. Now, Washington took no chances. The Secret Service reportedly carried out an unusual deception operation. Donald Trump was moved from Air Force One to another aircraft for his flight out of Turkey, while the original aircraft reportedly continued as a decoy. But there was another problem. Turkey also found no evidence to bring back the warning. A Turkish intelligence officially reportedly told US officials that there has been no evidence supporting the Israeli assessment that Iran was planning to attack Donald Trump. And this wasn't the first time questions had been raised about Israeli intelligence. US officials say that the CIA had low confidence in some Israeli intelligence concerning the alleged Iranian plans to assassinate Donald Trump. The CIA has also been reportedly unable to corroborate some of these specific threats since the early last year. At the same time, US intelligence has long assessed that Iran wants revenge against Donald Trump over the 2020 US drone strike that killed Iranian commander Qasem Soleimani. And the intelligence dispute goes much deeper. Earlier this year, US intelligence agencies reportedly assessed that Iran was not actively building a nuclear weapon. Israel, however, maintained that Iran posed an urgent nuclear threat. Donald Trump ultimately went ahead with strikes against Iran in February. And according to earlier Reuters report, Israeli intelligence about alleged Iranian assassination attempts against Donald Trump was among the informed he considered before launching that military campaign. Now the episode is exposing another major fault line. How much does Washington actually trust its ally, Israeli intelligence? Israeli officials have been reportedly briefing senior Trump administration officials directly, including through the White House Situation Room. But former US officials says that intelligence sharing inside the Donald Trump administration itself has also been under strain. The CIA reportedly stopped working on joint assessments with the National Intelligence Councils last year amid tensions with the Office of the Director of National Intelligence. And recent Iran assessments by the Council have reportedly declined amid layoffs at the ODNI. So, the big question is not simply whether Iran wanted to target Trump, it is whether Washington was acting on a threat it could verify or on intelligence that remained unconfirmed. For now, the White House and the Secret Service are taking the threat seriously, but the alleged Iranian plots remain unverified by US intelligence and uncorroborated by Turkey.